issues. Looking for my stupid thing. We're here. We're late. Hold on. Welcome to the van life sick room. Oh boy. I don't know if you can. I don't know why it's so dark in here again. Let's try this. Hold on. Put a light on this guy here. No. Like that. No. That's awful. Above. Above where? Above on me. Trying to find a place for the light because we have issues today. So, let's see. Oh, Lord. Well, it's pretty bright. That's not so bad. I just got a light up back here on him. Hello, Teresa. How you doing? Oh, I've hit that crap. Oh, look at this. Oh, yuck. Oh, lunch came up about an hour ago. I thought I was going to make it through the day. Forget it. It was awful. Oh, now you're facing the wrong way. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sick. Hello, love dogs. How are you? I'm trying to see what we can go. Duke, the little terror, bro. I named him Duke. I should have named him some. Oh, am I wet again? Hold on. We're having issues. PP issues. Okay. Ugh. I'm back. I'm gonna. Oh, I was putting this on. I don't know. I feel like crap. We're a mess. He's worn out. He's 5 weeks old, right? This is his new girlfriend. Maybe this is what all the biting's about. So maybe he'll calm down now. Look at he passed out. Cold. First time. He's been out for like 15 minutes after that. Nah, well, besides the teething. He's too hard. Too hard. He grabbed my shirt and his mouth was kind of open because it was bunched up. So I stuck my fingers in just to open his, open his mouth, get my shirt out. He was ripping it. I couldn't get his mouth open. I had him on my lap with both hands in his mouth. I could not pry his jaws apart. He's only 5 weeks old. Who the hell's his daddy? I went on an aggressive Chihuahua site speaking with a trainer. And he's like, do you know what the father was? He shouldn't be that strong. Chihuahuas have a weak jaw. They're one of the weakest jaws. Yeah, the Dukinator. You can say that 5 more freaking times. Whoa. Whoa. I don't know. And he just, look what he did to my lip. He attacked my mouth while I was sleeping. It would not let go of my lip. I smacked him on the ass and he finally let go. So the guy's like, you gotta lock him in the box. I said, what, with the monkey cry sitting in a parking lot? People are gonna call the freaking cops. So we're in the middle of a discussion. I told him I'm doing a live stream. So he's like, all right, come back on the chat. Like, they'll register me trying to get help. He said, though, I said, is this a thing? He says, yeah, it is a thing with the breed. And when I talked to the other woman, they're all like this. Every one of them is like attacking everybody who bought it. So who the hell knows what Cujo over here is? We don't know. Yeah, but I can't do that in the car with him go, ooh, 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 ah, screaming like a chimpanzee is what he sounds like. He doesn't bark yet. He got one bark out yesterday, but he's still howling like a puppy. But he actually sounds like a chimpanzee and loud as hell. They're gonna think I'm doing Air Force experiments or some shit. She's got monkeys in her car. Project X. It's hysterical. And he's fine 1 minute, and I said, and all of a sudden they just bug out. And they get very mean. Can't be mean, Duke. Gotta knock that shit off. So I said, sometimes you can break them. But if what they're gonna tell me to do doesn't work, uh, they don't know. He'll just be like that forever, and there's no way to change him. This sucks. I feel bad. He didn't bite his brother. It's his brother, not his sister. We have them playing in the park every day, and he's good with the woman who was hanging on to him first. Um, but hers is doing it too. Hers is doing it too. I said, be careful with the face with the kids. And that's the first thing they tell you. No kids, no old people who are in wheelchairs and can't get away or fight back, because they will attack babies, any children under 10, and old people who are incapacitated and can't walk. I was like, Lord, why do we breed them? He said, because they're not all that bad, but you get some crazy bunches. I was like, oh, shit. Duke, relax. I said, my doggy Xanax? He said, you can. He says, if we can't break him of that, he said, you can go, he said, get some CBD. You go to the pet store, they'll give you this stuff that chills them out. He said, but he said, like, he's just kooky. Plus, we really don't know what the dog was like, because the lady who had him was like 86 years old. She didn't even know who the dog got pregnant by. She thinks it was her own, but she's not sure. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, normal, yeah, but not the aggressive where he's puncturing my skin and refuses to let go no matter what you do. He's getting mean and he's very strong. And I can't get my finger out of his mouth. And he's not listening. That's the problem. The problem with these dogs is, this is what put me in the hospital, how I found out I had cancer. I know a lot of you are kind of new. Whew, where to start? 2014, I got attacked by a small dog, about 20-pounder. The attack took over 20 minutes for me fighting off this dog. He destroyed this hand. I can barely use it. It's my right hand, and I'm dominantly right-handed. And I was 36 minutes away from them cutting my arm off up to my shoulder from a puncture wound in this finger. Just this one right here, this little scar is the one that did it. That dog punctured the main artery in my thing, sending the germ Proteus vulgaris, which means it's a bacteria from shit, from little dogs eating their poop. Now, even if your dog doesn't eat the poop, the mother may have, but it's sometimes just in the gene pool of like Chihuahuas, small dogs who chase squirrels, chipmunks, groundhogs, anything that digs in the dirt has the Proteus vulgaris from all of the bird shit, the animal shit. It's just, dirt is really bacteria ridden when you dig it in your backyard. It's gross. I never touched dirt again after I got out of the hospital. But I couldn't fight off the poop germ, and I couldn't figure out why it was killing me so fast. The infection spread from this finger up to here. My arm was black and this big within 8 hours. He woke me up in the middle of the night. He went to go check on me, and it went from here turning like black and blue to my entire arm up to here. Almost 5-hour surgery to save my arm. You only have from the time a dog or a feral animal outside bites you and you're bleeding, gushing blood, and then all of a sudden, in like 10 seconds, it turns off like a water faucet. You have to immediately get to the hospital because you only have 4 hours to get this particular antibiotic or you're going to die. And there's nothing they can do to save you. It was madness. My issue is that he cannot do that to me. I can't fight that germ off. And I don't think I could take the Red Devil chemotherapy one more time. It almost killed me. I was on it for 96 straight days. That was some crazy ass stuff that, by the way, is no longer on the market. They replaced it because it's so freaking poisonous. They can't use it anymore with all the crazy side effects that come with it. It gives you 45-minute long grand mal epileptic seizures like this where you can't stop it. And you're either going to live through it or die. And that goes on twice a day for 96 straight days, is what I went through. And that's why I'm still here. I'm not doing that shit again. That was live or die pushing the button that night. I had to sign a will. I had to sign all kinds of papers. He said, this is either going to save you or kill you instantly. I said, well, you better make sure I'm dead before you push the button. He says, and the nurse walks in, she hands him a second bag. He hangs it up and he hooks it up to the IV. He said, I only got to click this twice and I promise you will not wake up. And I was like, all right, you do this wrong and my brain fries. I don't want to wake up a vegetable, bro. That's some nasty stuff. And I woke up about 5 hours later. I was kind of pissed because look what happened. I knew this was coming. But getting back to the snap ahead, I wasn't even thinking about that. So this guy's helping me on this channel. It's a YouTube channel. Um, trying to give me advice. Because I said he did this to my lip while I was sleeping. He just bit my lip. It wouldn't let go for a few minutes. And I was asleep. I said, that's not good. He said, no, it's not. He said, you can't let him sleep outside that box tonight. When I told him what happened today, he said, when he did that, I said 2 days ago, and he did it again this morning. He got my nose. He said, you have to put him in the box. He cannot sleep with you. If he bites your eye or something, like what if he punctures you, he could go like this and get your jugular. He's at this point, the puppies are dangerous. That's why they sleep in a box. I didn't understand. I thought people just didn't want to deal with them being out or whatever and caging them. He said, no, no, no. He said, they're dangerous when they're small because they don't know what they're doing. He said, they could kill you when you're sleeping. You just don't even know. I was like, Jesus. He said, just see what he did to your hand this afternoon. I couldn't let go of my shirt. He says, imagine he did that here. How are you going to get your fingers if he grabs you by the neck because he bit you in the mouth? And I said, oh, shit, I didn't think of that. So I have to, tomorrow morning, go back on and start talking with him again. I told him I'm doing the live stream. So he gave me stuff to do for tonight until I talk to him tomorrow. But all of the puppies are attacking everybody. So we don't know. But yes, Chihuahuas are nippy, crazy dogs. He said that's just it. He said he said you can break them. He said, but it means smacking them on the ass. You got to yell. I'm going to give you a whole list of things to do in an exact order. Hey, Denise, how you doing? Feeling okay. I got sick about 8:30. I lost my lunch. I tried. I had a nice big chicken dinner, and I forgot to start this off. Merry Little Christmas. And yes, I celebrate. Um, so I got a chicken. I was feeling better. I felt good, and I went in and I got to the Walmart, got everything, came back, had a big lunch. Everything was fine, and it's like usually the same time every night. And I think it's that I'm getting rid of lunch at like 8:30 at night. And I think because it's not digesting, that's why I wasn't hungry again all day today. And then I threw up lunch. And I was like, damn, that should have been gone from 11:30 this morning until 8 o'clock at night. That should have been long gone. So I felt good while I had the food. Oh, I know, right? Well, at least I kept it down most of the day and it got me through the shopping. I needed the chicken and the food and everything was going okay. And then once I stopped, That was it. That was it. Land piranhas. Oh, these crazy. Do they? Yeah, I know. Her dog is very possessive. I don't go near her. you know? No, no. And there's 3 kids. So he's very possessive of mommy and the 3 kids. Never, no. My own aunt's dog, a terrier, attacked me in high school. He screwed up my finger so bad, I can't bend it since I'm 14 years old. That's it. And I played the flute. I used to have to suffer playing that instrument. It's my middle finger, too. It's all screwed up. It's a mess. And my stepfather couldn't open it up. It was a little terrier. He was black, like the little Scottish guy. All right, one of those little black Scottish terriers. I've known the dog my whole freaking life, like the dog at the trailer. I knew that dog for over 10 years, every single day. Months at a time. He just snapped. The dog snapped like a twig and just whoop, made a beeline and chased after me. I hadn't even been near him. He was on the other side of the pool and chased me all the way back to the trailer and attacked me when I got to the porch. He was stalking me all the way back, which freaked me out in the first place. I'm dehydrated, I'm dying of thirst. Ugh. I'm gonna read those in a second. Damn. But he's out cold since he humped the Hershey Kiss. Oh my God. Puppies. Yeah. But I had a good lunch. It was good. I had chicken and cranberry sauce and, it was nice. I had like a Christmas dinner. See, there's another woman on there. He told me to read some of her things. The lady's husband can't hug her, can't go near him. He's caused him to have stitches. He went after his throat. He went after his stomach and cojones. Right on. Wouldn't let go. My mother's cat did that to my stepdad. The second night he spent the night, he was laying there. They were done. I was away with some friends. So everything was out in the open, they just finished. Her cat walked over, was rubbing on his leg to get nice and close, wagging his tail with both claws, one in each nut, and then dug in. I mean, all the way, extended his claws, one in each nut. Oh. Eventually he let go. My mother got him to let go, but woof. Woof. And I was a cat. But they don't know what to do, and they just got him, too. So he had me read a bunch of things. Then I went back, I let him know I was done. He said, "Is it like this?" I said, "Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, like overnight. Overnight." And everybody keeps walking up and sticking their hand out, and I keep pulling back. Like, no, don't touch him. Fucking Cujo. Look out. They just, oh, look how cute, oh, getting down. I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna bite somebody. Oh, yeah. Like little needle. It's like sticking a nail I don't even, and he's got claws like a cat. Like a cat right now. He keeps walking and getting stuck to everything. The rugs, at least it slows him down when he's running at me. Like the other night when I was showing you, he charged me and I throw him back in the pillow. He charged me again and I throw him back in the pillow. Yeah, well, now he won't stop. He keeps going. That started because he was doing that and I was trying to put him in his place. Like, no. Like that, pick him up and put him on the pillow. And then I thought, well, maybe it's a good game to fool around with. And I said, well, maybe not. So I haven't done that since the day after the live. And if I do it mean. He said, you gotta have the voice and give a little squeeze, let him know you're stronger than him, enough's enough. And if he stops, I said, yeah, most of the times he stops. He said, but then he's in a mood. So who the hell knows? Now he's got testosterone flowing. His girlfriend over here. I didn't know that could happen that quick. I wonder if puppies can get something. Can puppies get another puppy pregnant then now? What if he humps one of his sisters? Lord have mercy. He's humping, he's biting, he's freaking out. Puberty all at once. He's insane. Let's see. Well, it was kind of an exciting week. My thing's going off. I didn't put this in the thing. This is a lot for the ladies, whether you're in your car, living in your van, or just going freaking shopping. The place I go to every day, cops galore. They are state troopers, county cops, state cops, city cops. They're in and out of that place like mad, all day long. The rangers in there think that they're stormtroopers and rule with an iron fist in that park, okay? They are the equivalent, these guys, of a cop. These rangers are like the state forest rangers. They can arrest you. They're not township employees, okay? Even though they're working for the town, that park is listed as a state park, but it doesn't charge admission. So they're under their jurisdiction as far as rules are concerned, and funding comes from the state for the town, but town run by city employees, the maintenance and the taking care of the sites and stuff like that. We have the largest undercover police force, I think, in the country still. We have like 2 or 3 times what they have out in LA, in Florida. Something like 200,000 undercover cops in this state, and there's a shitload in this town because of the military and all the shit sneaking in and out on boats and planes and stuff. So anyway, I'm sitting in the car. It was like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I'm sitting on the toilet right here right in the driver's seat. That's the driver's seat. I'm sitting right here at the curtain, underneath the curtain rod. Kid walks past, and I've seen him in the park before. I think he sells things, herbs and vitamins kind of thing. And always around the same area. So I see him walking around. He was looking at the thing, and I thought he was checking out the roof or reading the stickers or something. And he walks over, he's standing by the trees there for like 5 minutes. So I'm sitting here getting stuff out of the cooler, sitting on the toilet getting shit out of the cooler. I didn't have that window cover in. Stupid. I left the keys on the ignition because I had the cover off. The window was closed. I always keep the driver's and the front 2 doors maybe that much, or not enough for somebody to get their fingers in and push, because these are old windows, and if you lean hard enough, my window starts to fall. I was getting McDonald's, and I went to lean on the window to grab the bag, and the window fell down. So I said, oh crap. So anyway, he's like this, looking at all the shit. He walks back here trying to look in the back window. Now, meanwhile, there's people all over the friggin' place. The park is crowded, beyond mobbed. This window is all the way down because the joggers are going past on this side of the car. So now it's so busy that he's using this to his advantage. If he saw the keys, is what I think he saw when he came back the second time, and now I'm leaning on the car seat like this, waiting for him to come back. He still doesn't see me through the glass, and he's right on the other side because he's too busy doing this. I knock on the window like this. Can I help you? He looks around again like he's still gonna do it whether I'm in the car or freaking not. So now I get up and now I get pissed off and I lean over to the window. I say, can I help you? Who are you looking for? Because they're not here. And he says, I said, do you know who I am? Like that. And he said, no, who are you? Like that. I said, you do know the park has police here, right? And he says, oh shit. I said, yeah, oh shit. I said, I'm going to tell you one stupid thing you just did. You see that Marine sticker? And the stickers on the car you were just reading? He says, uh-huh. I said, you had enough nerve to go like this to the back window and the front window? What if I was a veteran with PTSD and you just snuck up on my car all quiet like you just did and I'm sitting right here the whole time? He goes, like this. I said, if that guy had PTSD, you almost got shot in the face. Do you understand? And he's like this. I said, don't ever do that again to another car in this parking lot. I'll tell you, you better not. I said, because I can tell you how many of these guys are ex-veterans. And if you sneak up on one of them, poking around, sticking your head in somebody's van's window, have you lost your freaking mind? Especially nowadays? You're lucky you just didn't get shot in the face. Number one. I said, number two. I said, you know what the letters F-E-D mean? He said, you're one of them? I said, no shit, Sherlock. He took off so fast, I couldn't see him past the fucking tree. I lost him. But this is a kid who's been in the park every single day. Every single day you see them. You cannot let your guard down. I was stupid and I left the shade off the side window. A. B, I shouldn't have left the keys there. The minute I turned it off, I should have left it, like, over here on the toilet. The cops were just there 2 minutes ago. Rangers all over the freaking place. And this is not the park to fuck around in. I don't even get anything out of the back of the car because they hassle people about emptying shit out. They don't want laundry lines and stuff like that. But, yeah. Little freaking smart ass. And the nicest, friendliest, chubby little face fucking 22-year-old kid you'd ever seen. Looked like Opie Taylor was about to rob my car. He was going to smash the window and take the keys and start the car. Or there was nothing on the dashboard. A rubber duck. A 6-pack of soda. There was nothing. I don't leave anything there but food. Everything is back here behind the giant curtain. Okay? You can see nothing of what's in this car. All you're looking at is my food up front. That's it. A cooler and food. That's it. Nothing in the window. I even have the solar panels covered up with a runner. I'm going to get another carpet like the one I got. I'm going to see if this one matches up there, and I'm going to put this rug in the front windshield. The dashboard is getting dried out. And he's still sleeping. My Cujo is sleeping. Where is he? Wait. Oh. His face is buried. I was wondering why I couldn't see him. Because he did. He looked like... that baby face... It looked like Opie Taylor. Ay. I couldn't believe it. So, don't let your guard down, ladies. Not even in a big family park. Kiddie playground right over there. Whole pavilion, pull-ups, little shits. And the more crowded is when most people pull that shit the most. The most. Oh. There were these one guys was going around on Christmas Eve. Mugging people. In the mall, just running through their pockets, pulling shit out, and then they were getting lost in the crowd because you're shoulder to shoulder on Christmas Eve in the mall. You kidding? No, a bunch of idiots. Hold on. The kiddies are leaving the gym. They went to go work out and have a shower, and they're leaving now to go get drunk. 10 o'clock. Yep. So, yeah, what a day. It's been a couple of days. And what else happened this week? Not too much. I was having problems. I had to get my new health insurance card and give everybody my new address. That went fairly smooth, except for the health insurance. So it's gonna take me another 30 days, probably 25 days to get my health insurance card. I'm gonna beg them to turn it on and just go with the same, because it's gonna be the same number, just in case. But yeah, that went fairly smooth. The powers that be accepted me as being homeless and gave them my information, told them where I go and where I'm staying. They said, okay, that's fine. Anything, if you find anything, let us know. And I was like, so you have no information for me, right? And he's like, no. Any list or anything? No. Would you suggest a place I could call? Deputy Governor's office? And that's probably about it, because everybody else is closed for business. I said, damn. I was telling him how bad, the park was where I am. He said, how bad is it? I said, it's bad. It's really bad. I said, there's 45 families from 3 trailer parks. Two of them are enormous. I mean, huge, like 800 spots, 500 spots. Ours was only, I think, 250 or under 300 spots. Yeah, under 300 spots. I'd say maybe 2. But out of our trailer parks, 45 of us registered from the 3 trailer parks I told the girl and the ranger where they went through that day after they came to my house and got the other people in my trailer park. So she said, so in 48 hours, they went through 3 huge trailer parks and kicked 45 families out into the street on April Fool's Day. That was the day I got kicked out. I had to leave. I had to be out by 6 a.m. on April 1st. I found out that afternoon at like 6 o'clock. So, and I really only had till 2 in the morning, because a really mean guy was probably going to show up at 4 a.m. So I had from 6 o'clock at night till 2 o'clock in the morning to get everything I wanted and get off and out of the trailer park and be gone. I said, okay, I'm gone. But he was like, damn. I said, and if they can't find a place, he says, ain't no one finding a place. I said, that's right. So he said, if they can't find the woman with the baby a place, there is no place. And she's staying there. The baby is maybe 8 months old, if that. I think she just had it over the summer and she's still in there. They're not making her move. It was awful. It was awful. Yeah, I know. You can't. A lot of them to at least wait a year. But that can screw them up too, not letting them go through their hormone change, you know? It's like a woman. They won't give you, they'll tie your tubes, but they won't remove your uterus so you can't get pregnant. I'm like, why not? Just take it out. We don't need it. No! You'll go insane. That's why I didn't do mouse. We just gave him, he had a stuffed animal. We kept changing. We kept getting the same one. It was a good size for him. It was a rabbit. he picked it out. He said, "Look, I got mouse. I got him a rabbit." Oh, Lord. So that was his girlfriend. That was Mouse's girlfriend, was a rabbit. Eventually he stopped and he found one at the trailer, a real one. He got out and she came over and we found them laying in the leaves under the tree. He says, "Oh boy, oh boy." I said, "What?" He said, "Slowly walk over and see what he's sitting with." And I said, "Oh no." He says, "Uh-oh." I said, "We'll know in a couple of months if they got little mustaches running around." Which I think she was too old, that cat. That would have been funny. Say, "Excuse me." They come over with a box of kittens. "I think these are yours." No mistaking the little kittens with mustaches. Oh, God, we were praying. We were praying until she had them. But it was a little late. It must have been somebody else's. Oh. But, yeah. No, yeah, he's still out. Damn. I can tell he's all boy. Got knocked out. He's out cold. And this is early. I'm afraid to wake him up. But then if I don't wake him up, he's gonna wake up while I'm sleeping. I gotta put him. Where am I gonna park? I gotta find the farthest part of the parking lot. Oh, God. And then we got attacked by helicopters. It's been an eventful week. Last night I was trying to sleep and I thought I was dreaming, that I was dreaming I was watching TV with the helicopters. And we're over here in the middle of nowhere. It's a fucking strip mall. Strip mall, strip mall, strip mall. It's just shopping. So it's like Fort Apache. Huge, big black helicopter gunship. An hour and a half. Must have been sometime around 2 to almost 4. It was insane. Hovering over the parking lot. There was no cops. Nobody came. Then he circled all the way around, came back again, and just around and around and around. Either a silent alarm was going off, and then finally they just left and never came back. I'm leaving Walmart. As I'm pulling it out, the big helicopter is pulling in the same one. So I said, "Oh, there he is, hovering, hovering, hovering very low over Walmart." And I was like, "Okay, time to go." But there was nothing where I am. It's mostly places to eat. I'm not stupid. I like the junk food alley. They're open till midnight. You just gotta find a whole bunch of consecutive takeout places. Drive through. I wanted to ask Krispy Kreme if they let me rent a spot in the back of the bakery so I could smell it. I want the van to smell like donuts. I'll be your customer every morning, I promise. Oh, God. Well, we had some crazy ass rain. Thank God that stopped. There must have been some beautiful rainbows out of that. Double end to ends. And just as it was stopping, there's mucho polizos at the one Walmart. And it's not even the one you would expect. This is like a, well, everything off 95 is a pit stop. But this is more of like a truck stoppy kind of exit where that one is. And they've been like crazy. Cops everywhere. And then, ow. And none of the phones are working. We're back to only being able to call within our county. But we couldn't call. I could call him at the hotel, and that's 25 minutes away. he couldn't call his friend who was past the hotel but still in the same town. It was just too far. So his friend from us would have been 40 minutes away from the house. Well, no, about 35 minutes, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, about 10 minutes from the hotel. So just that extra 10 minutes of mileage, extra 2 miles, blocked us from talking to anybody. This went on for over 7 months. He couldn't call his father, and he's only an hour away. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And this is where we are again, and everybody's complaining. I couldn't watch YouTube last night. I couldn't. YouTube, when YouTube goes out, Netflix goes out. I could watch Paramount and Apple TV. I couldn't get the iHeartRadio wouldn't come on, and that was really weird. For that to get taken out at the same time. No podcast, no, I mean nothing. There was nothing. I couldn't get on Google. I tried everything. All you could do was text. Um, when we call out, we get a busy signal. When you call in, it goes automatically right to voicemail. Doesn't even ring. Just goes right there, or it'll ring twice and then flip over. But he had to talk to his dad at work at midnight when he got off of work in the office. He would go up front, go to the office, and use the hardline phone and call his father. Or on his breaks while he was working, he would spend his lunch hour, his dinner hour, talking with his father in the office. He asked his boss, he said, look, here, try it. And he showed his boss, like, my dad's 82, he's diabetic, and I can't call him. All we can do is text. I need to to make sure he's okay. He was going through some issues. And they got it straightened out. His blood pressure medication was messing with the insulin, so they had to change the thing. He went through some shit for a while, and he ended up in the hospital because it was too much insulin. They got the dosage wrong and ended up putting him in the hospital for a while. That's why I said I'm trying to figure this out on our own, because I'm not stabbing myself with a needle. Not with it not being you positively sure you can't even do it. It's like you got to do it for, like, I think it's up to 9 consecutive months, and it can also take up to a year and a half of doing it with food or different things before they actually give you the needle when you're not screwed up. At that point, you can't use anything. It's so messed up you can't even use insulin because you can't control it at all. So, anyway, I'm just babbling. I still have to have that conversation with these idiots on the phone. That's after I get my card. The joys of van life. Oh, God, Lord. It's been an experience. They're like, yeah, don't worry, everybody's doing it. Of course they are. Oh, this was a bad, bad thing. But good. But, yeah, it's getting quite crowded. And the more snow that's falling up there, the more crowded we're getting. There's a lot of people from New Jersey showed up this week. Where else did I see? A bunch of trucks from Maine. I think they all came together. Um, a lot of Jersey. A lot of upstate New York came down. uh, and a funny one, I try to remember where it was from. I'll think of it later. It was Rhode Island. Rhode Island. And a lot of Texans came over. Is it cold in Texas? They have the same weather we have, pretty much. Their weather comes here, so they get it first. Although they get colder than we do. But not by much. Not last winter. This is nice. This is a warmer winter than last winter, because last winter at Christmas I was freezing. So cold in my house with 4 radiators going in one room. give it the vaulted ceilings, but I had the fans and the thing with a coat on, freezing, seeing my breath in my own house. That's how bad whatever was happening up in the roof was happening. There had to be a big gap up there, no, like, that we just couldn't see. Because it shouldn't have been that cold in that house last year, but it was like 24 degrees. We had that cold snap where it dropped down. It was chilly. To have all those 1500 watts, I kept blowing out the thing. I had to plug them in on go like every other outlet to be able to run that many just to keep that room hot. Like one wasn't doing it. Had to have like 3 in each room. But it's much warmer. Thank God. It's more humid. Right now today it got really hot. After it stopped raining, it was like 100 degrees. The steam was like steaming. The rain puddles. It was crazy. It's like a giant sauna out here. But that's what keeps the trees alive. We live in the Amazon. Only we're on the giant sandbar. But this is like a rainforest, especially over here. There's too much brush. And there they go again. You guys are really in the search for somebody. Well, stay across the street. Now they're over there in that parking lot. Maybe people are breaking in the stores. No, it's hovering right across the street. Just like it was last night over here. I was gonna move. It was so loud I couldn't hear the iPad over the giant blade because it's one of those giant army ships, gunships. Oh, I forget what the name of them. The Apaches. Those things are big and loud. They have the biggest rotors because they're heavy. Oh, they're not flying a helo over our heads. That's the double-bladed ones. Those things will shake your car like you think you were in a milkshake machine. It's crazy. I had a little Kia got shook up after 9/11. I had to go down the hill to get back to the Lincoln Tunnel because I had to get back to the town hall. So I had to go down the hill and up another hill. And I got stuck in the thing, and no exceptions. I had to go through the search with the whole thing. Get out of the car, stand, have the guy search, SWAT team search you, go through your whole car, 15 minutes on each car. That was whacked. That's why we had everybody stay home. We didn't have enough time. We sent people back to work in sections. Like, you couldn't have a mass of everybody running back into New York who worked in New York or Brooklyn or Queens or the Bronx all go back to work at once. Rich kept calling and asking. He said, do you think you know when my section's going back to work? I said, oh, you guys are going back to work last because we don't want anybody near the cargo piers. I said, and I don't know if the schools are going back yet. So that was crazy. That even I, in charge of the triage and the evacuation, could not get through my own checkpoint. Uh, so yeah, I don't know, but it's getting bad. And when they bring those helicopters in, and they use it just to scare the crap out of you. Also, they have the heat cameras, where you could see right through the cars. And then you gotta sit there while they hover and go around and whatever crowd or intersections coming through, and they're checking the cars through in this giant double-bladed, huge-ass B-52 helicopter. And I'm sitting in my car like this, holding onto the steering wheel, yelling at the guy. I said, does he have to be this low? I said, look at where he is. That's a 5-story building. What is he, 100 feet above it? Maybe, if that. I said, he's got 2 rotors. The guy started laughing. He said, yeah, I know, but there's a reason why. I said, oh, okay, I get it. I said, I get it. It was to scare anybody to run out of the cars, I believe. Just an intimidation while you're online waiting to go through the checkout. The thing is hovering, going over the crowd, scanning every single car before you get to the two guys who tell you to get out and pat you down. It was madness. It was madness. Hey, sunshine. Not missed you before. I think I said hello to everyone. I think if I missed you, I'm sorry. My head hurts. I got a headache. I keep losing track of what I'm saying because all of a sudden my head's going ging, ging, ging. I was like, wait, what was I saying? Oh, it's just hot and cold too for like 2 days now. Oh, I gotta think of something to eat tomorrow. Figure that out. Maybe I'll get some wonton. I'll go to the Chinese and get the wonton soup. It's one place. It's a franchise from New York and Jersey. Is here. I wonder if it's owned by the same people. I have to ask her if they own the one that we used to go to. If it's in their family, because most of the time they own them in different states. The same, family line. Because the woman who owned it retired, and her daughter, who grew up running the register at like 12 years old, took over. And then she got married. This is, it was funny watching her grow up from working in the store to Grant. Now the lady who was in her 30s is now retired. I'm 55. I was in high school going to this place, and now the little girl who was on the register is now in charge, and it's now her place. It's nice, We've known those people for over 30 years. But they make a good homemade chicken soup, wontons. Maybe I'll get that tomorrow. No, that's good. Well, not good. It's kind of late. I think I lost track of the time trying to charge the iPad. No, 10:30. Ooh. But, yeah, everybody's... No, everybody from Florida's leaving. We're invading Texas now. We're leaving. Everybody came here. Texas, get out of the way. Make some room. We're running out of swampland. What are they going to do with all the alligators when everybody moves here? Where are the alligators going to go? I don't know. Oh. And how did coyotes get to Florida? What, they walk from Texas all the way over? Not far? Or some idiot on a friggin' covered wagon brought one as a pet. Probably to breed it for the fur. Jerks. That's too far to run. Yeah, because that's a Western thing. Those are California animals. How the hell did they get here? You're going to send alligators to California, see how they like it. Keep your friggin' coyotes to yourself. At least keep your own animals in your own state. Be dropping them all off over here. No. We haven't. Everybody just kind of did the split. Oh, they're everywhere. We have alligators. We have alligators, black bears, coyotes. Everybody's all... The rabbits are running on the beach, and nobody gives a shit anymore. Between all the hurricanes, all the animals are so mixed up from running over here and then running back to the west and trying to get north. They're outrunning that last tropical storm that everybody's just everywhere. There's no home base for any animals anymore. That's it. It's over. They got jostled around so much in the last couple of years with the dual hurricanes coming one after the other from one side to the other that they're all mixed up everywhere. They had to change so much so that they had to change a lot of hunting laws. A lot with all these crazy crap, the animals are now moved into other places and don't want to go back because they're afraid or went back and said, shit, I can't live there no more. I'm coming back over here. We were between people and all the animals running to this side. And then they got trapped here. Nicole chased them here, and then Ian came so fast that it trapped them all. Now nobody's going anywhere. It's just like a wandering zoo outside. It's crazy. But the coyotes scare me because they attack everybody. They attack everybody. They were all over our trailer park. That's right here. Right here. So they're all over the park. I had to be extra special careful with the mouse. I was hoping some of maybe the heroin addicts were cooking them and eating them. Coyote on a stick. Go ahead. We're allowed to eat buffalo, eat the coyotes. They're mean. We can kill a wolf. We should be able to kill the coyotes. They attack and kill people. I can't tell you how many people have been attacked who live up and down the railroad line because that's what they follow. They run the railroad tracks, the animals. They're smart because there's no one there and it's a clear shot into the woods on each side. They came and they cut down all the trees, running up and down to keep the animals from there. People were getting attacked, getting on and off the trains. They were ravaging trailer parks in packs of 5 and 6. We couldn't go out without looking out the door. Gun. It got crazy for a while. And then we had the wild boars. One of those ate my mother's brother, uncle. It ate his whole calf off. Just bit it off to the bone, like eating a chicken bone. That was yucky. So, this place has become a zoo. So if you're coming down, please be careful going to the parks. Even on the beach is not safe. All the animals are everywhere. So please be careful. That's all I ask. And don't keep your food with you. Better off leaving the crap in the car and going back and eating in the car. I don't cook outside at the park. Nothing. Never do. Never cook outside camping either. No. Inside. Inside. Usually if I'm camping, like at a state park, I plan on part of that trip, of that going there, eating out. Plus you get away and you need, a little ride or something in the one place. Most of them have a little mini, like a diner kind of thing. It's a little short order cooked diner where they make like 6 different things. And it's all homemade, like what they do in Wawa. Okay, you see they make the food for you in Wawa, they do that in some of the state parks, a quick takeout thing. And do you? But isn't Alabama's kind of marshy? Is it? And hello, Zoe. No, I know. I've seen those. That's a freaking joke. Oh my God. Besides the water processing plants on the wildlife preserve. All that toxic water coming in, but it's getting clean. That's like that's like that's like having an electric tank. Well, at least we're being eco-friendly while we blow your ass away. You know, we don't want to leave a carbon footprint while we're dropping nukes. You know, we went green all the way, camouflage and all. Oh God. But yeah, they got all kinds of crazy signs up, and a lot in the state parks too. They got a lot more warnings everywhere. If there's water, there's something in it. Just, hello. But yeah, it's getting a little wiggy down here. There was a thing of a guy who, there's so many of those anaconda snakes. They're still hunting those things. The pythons and a couple of anacondas got loose. Imagine that. That thing's like this big around. It was attacking a deer in the middle of the street in like a woody kind of, it was a paved road, but the woods on each side, little private road driveway. The guy was coming out of down his little private road, say, and there's a deer laying there, and a giant anaconda. This thing was enormous. He long, like, oh shit, gotta be like 50 feet long. A snake just wrapped around. When he finally got the snake to let go, it's on YouTube. It's on a short today. He hit it with the stick, and this thing just exploded. Like, whoa! And he let go and he took off, and the snake went one way, and I'm assuming he went that way. He must have been videotaping it from his dashboard in case, he died. This way the snake didn't get the phone. You see what happened to him? Stupid ass. Christ. See, that's when you need a gun. Could have shot the snake and got rid of that thing. But now the snake took off. Now they gotta go catch it. I don't know what crazy guys work for animal services that go in and hunting those things, but I hope they get a lot of money. I hope you pay these guys the right amount. Please. Jesus. I wouldn't want to die by being squeezed like a snake. I swear to God. Then I was looking at the windows going, shit, I need to close those tighter. It freaked me out today. I was like, where was this? I gotta hunt down that video and see where it actually happened. It has to be down here somewhere. I don't know if they have them running around California. I doubt it. Oh, man. I was trying to watch some of the short videos. Oh, I was trying to sleep. I gotta get some. Oh, okay. Oh, the hot rods are ready to go. Oh, man. So, I think, what else is new? Nothing. Tomorrow's Sunday. I forgot where I had to go. Oh, I forget. They got all the carnivals, and this is like also carnival season. Strawberry Festival, I think, is next month or the end of this month. Because I think they're just actually starting to grow. I was like, why don't they have this in the winter? I mean, in the summer. Yeah, how about we relocate their ass to a zoo? How about that? Put them in one of those big giant ones where they're outside, but they're. Why just let it go somewhere else so it's going to hurt someone else? Yeah, right. Well, save these and we'll put them all together. That's actually like what this started out as, just documenting all the crazy shit I've seen since I'm 10 years old. Trying to remember all these crazy stories. I've been through the 1978 blizzard. We got friggin' 12 feet of freaking. We got buried up to the second floor of houses. This is the anniversary for it. But New York's getting no snow. Suckers. Oh no, Cujo's awake. Look out. Wait. The pea miser. You gotta go. You gotta go. So I started out documenting what happened to us being sick and what's happening going through from my first diagnosis, finding out, and going through it as I'm going through it. You know, maybe not as many videos, but documenting every new change and update, and what a pain in the ass it is to go to 18 different doctors all at the same time. I mean, it's incredible the amount of crap I had to go through, plus all the funny ass stories along the way. Not all tragedy, some funny shit. You know, friends of yours have accidents and need assistance. uh, Sneaking up on people, sneaking up on friends when your friends become cops, and you know where you like to hang out with your girl, and sneaking up on you, and about eight of your friends who are now cops and firemen all kind of converge on your car while you're being romantic with your girl on the pier at the Hudson River, looking at the New York skyline on your first date, you know, making it nice. Wait till they watch the windows get fogged up and they jump on the car with the spotlight. FBI, get out of the car! That's a funny joke. That's a funny joke, swatting each other. Oh, or your friends pull you over as a joke because they're cops and they see you coming out and they screw with you on the PA. Hey, asshole, stick your fingers up here. You know, start saying screwed up stuff. Oh, oh, I don't know about those teeth, man. 8 feet. Oh, choose your poison, rats or snakes. Ah, oh, Christ. What are you doing? I don't trust you now. So where is he? But yeah, so that's actually what this started out as, and then in the midst of all it, the house got screwed. It became van life. Yeah. Although most also the reason why I was doing the channel is because half of the first responders going through cancer treatments have run out of their insurance, and there's like 45% of them are actually homeless, living in their cars or on the streets of New York City. The firemen, the cops, the EMT, the paramedics, people like me, people who worked in the town hall, they're sleeping on the streets in New York because they're fucking homeless. That's why I started doing this. Voila. Need I say more? One paycheck away from losing fucking everything, or one storm. One act of God, or, well, act of Mother Nature. Mother Nature will get you every time. But one paycheck away. One paycheck away. That's why I originally started this. I never really sat down. I sat down and I made the first videos and stuff. I actually threw up making the first video. I had to stop. I'm wearing a red dress and I put my hand up to the camera, and I put my hand to the camera because I actually vomited. A couple of thoughts went through my head and I was like, oh shit. Boom. That was it. Bleh. I had to change my clothes. Yeah, that was loud. Should have just called the cop on his personal cell phone, stupid. Oh, and I love a good chase down here. It's like Dukes of Hazzard. I can say it because I'm from here. I just sound like I'm from New York. Eventually this will be gone. I'm not talking with all the... I was surrounded at the trailer park with Kentucky, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, Carolina. Oh, what, the health insurance? Oh yeah, well, because that was from the very beginning when the first report said that we weren't poisoned, and that there was nothing toxic in the ash. The asbestos was not gonna kill you. So the first report that I don't want to say her name put out was that that was it. No, nothing wrong. It wasn't until Rand Paul jumped ship and decided that it wasn't the cool thing to back her anymore and did a 360 and pulled out the real report and said, yo, here, you're all gonna fucking die. Everybody living within a 10-block radius is gonna fucking die. Over 5,000 people from my town are dead. And that's just a 3-mile radius. Okay? They're dying 5 a freaking week. They have 5 funerals every week. Still, it has not stopped. That's why I started the channel. Yeah, that's why I said I was a freaking goner. I didn't stand a chance in this family. None of you do. If you're a cop or a fireman or anybody who's a first responder or even military, every army guy, his kids want to grow up to be G.I. Joe. You know, that's just it. And you end up getting sucked in because you know too much about it not to do it. It's tough. It's tough knowing that what you're going to do is going to freaking kill you. It's like joining the army. You know you're going to die. You're going to die a horrible freaking death. One way or another, blown up, burned, cancer, whatever it is. Once you say, I do, that's it. You're actually volunteering. You're committing suicide. You're committing suicide because whether it kills you in one way or the other, fast, slow, long, like this, forever, taking forever, it sucks. And people don't understand. Oh yeah, retired cop. No, he freaking retired because he's got cancer. Why? Because he was standing 60 feet away, standing next to me, on the phone with the mayor, watching the fire, standing in the freaking smoke for 30 freaking years. No, we weren't in the building, but we were standing 15 feet away from the kid I freaking known since I'm 7, who's now the fire chief because we took over. I mean, that's it. That's it. Every single person who works for the town, you know? People are like, the cops, the cops. No, the cops get sick and get cancer too. If they work if they're like a fireman detail, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, they get sick. They get sick from the foam. They get cancer from being exposed to all the chemicals the firemen are. And then someone like me who's got to be there on the phone explaining why the 5 alarm fire isn't fucking out yet to the mayor and the governor because Channel 7 News is making it worse than it is and saying, where's the mayor? We haven't gotten a comment from the mayor's office. So that's what I do. I go between the mayor and the thing and who's ever giving instructions and yelling at the cops. But we all get sick. And nobody cares about the EMT guys. I don't give a shit. They all had to pay. They're on their own. The EMT and the only the paramedics that were there on day one, within it was a certain mile radius, and they have the names and numbers of those vehicles who were there, like me, from plane one, and then where we were within the first 20 minutes of the tower collapsing, the first one. We were there for both towers collapsing in both plumes of smoke. That's why some of this is taking so long. It's like the more exposed you were, the longer it was taking. The guys who were digging in the pile, they're pretty much gone. They're pretty much gone. The everyday guys. Some of them, which is weird, are still alive, which is odd. Whatever it was, or whatever pile they were in, or it's just weird. It's it was a crapshoot. Whatever you touched that day, whoever you touched, we processed 255,000 people through my site. Hoboken, 240,000. 260,000 through Jersey City because they were bigger on the other side of the Holland Tunnel. Just in a 8-mile radius with all those boats coming in. But in my town, my freaking site and Hoboken, 500,000 people. And we estimate that that was more because we missed some. People went running so fast and just jumped on a bus, and they said, like, they weren't bleeding, let them go, and they put them on the bus. We'll get the names on the bus. So we were trying to catch and triage the people who were bleeding, and people were being pulled off unconscious. They were carrying people off. People fainted, people got hurt. They just dragged and carried anybody they found in the street and threw them on the boat. That's what they brought to us. We had to sort them out, put them here, where you go, in ambulance, what hospital, and it was madness. And everybody's covered in crap. Everybody's covered in crap. They're bleeding. There's arms they're holding. It was disgusting. I can't even get into how horrid what they were sending over was, wrapped up in plastic saran wrap. If they had it, they picked it up and brought it, wrapped it in saran wrap, and put it over. That was the guy in AT&T who was prepping them and putting them on the boat and sending them to me and Hoboken. I met him in the store when I bought the phone. That's what you guys didn't know. Why the connection that was so weird is that we finally met each other here. That was creepy. But that's where this started. So, better start off the new year with explaining why this started in the first place. It started in 2021. Now, when I first started to get sick, I started the channel. And then I started one before that in 2020 or 2019. So I've been technically on YouTube since 2019 under 2 different channels. I restarted the new one, this one with the van life when I lost the house. I turned it into the van life channel because I made this to evacuate during a hurricane. It's like my little ambulance hotel room, because even when you get to a shelter, if there's no more room, you're going to have to stay in your car right by the front door. So I said, if I'm going to be riding out a hurricane outside a shelter, I want to be nice and comfy. I said, hell with that. And I started watching the van life guys. I said, let me see what they're doing with the car, get some ideas and get a layout. That's all I was doing, was getting a design layout from the van life. And next thing you know, freaking 8 months later, 2 hurricanes show and wipe out my house. And I was like, well, I guess I'm ready. And I was 5 days from from Nicole coming. 5 days I finished the van before Nicole hit. Thank God I finished on time. But that's what happened. So this was documenting what happens to any first responders and Army, because of my father and my whole family. They're all dead from cancer from being in the Army. But that's it. I figured I'd do my part on the way out. Trying not to piss anybody off. So I'm just showing you what's happening to me and what we're going through. Because it was also the fireman who testified in front of Congress. He died, I believe it was 48 hours after testifying. They waited so long and dragged that out that he was dying. That guy came out of the hospital with his last dying breath and testified in front of Congress. You want to watch something? Watch his testimony. Look at his pictures before 9/11, what he looked like. Then watch his testimony to Congress. Because he got everything changed, and he broke Rand Paul's heart, who's a freaking brain surgeon. They made mistakes. So, anyway, they fixed that, and then they changed the law and made the list. But now the Camp Lejeune thing will throw a monkey wrench into that because it's all the same kind of thing tied together. So either regardless, maybe you catch one or the other in between. Oh yeah. Um One of the wiring things that's all he could think of was that if it was some kind of wire, he would send me to like an electrician guy they use, where he could get more in depth on the end on that part of it. They really don't do electrical things, so he would send me to that guy to have him just play with the car for half an hour. See what I'm talking? Got 15 minutes? Good. Turn it on and just leave it run. Take a ride around the block. Bring it back. I'll wait for you. You know, you check it out and see what you think it is. Um, because they don't take care of the army. Because usually it's the PBA, the cops take care of cops. Then they got the FDA, FFBA, the fire uh, association. The firemen take care of the firemen. They have like their own thing, you know. And the cops get their health insurance and benefits and stuff. They're all separate. So they're all pretty much taken care of mostly. It's just that because of the amount of different uh, cancers, some aren't covered and some haven't been proven yet and are, you know, most likely, but we're not sure. You know, they don't know that all those things cause cancer. They just know we got crazy cancers everywhere. But how did it happen? That's the argument. It's like the Roundup. Okay, now Roundup got whacked. Now this is the next one is getting whacked. So we're those people who got paid off by Roundup, the weed killer. Now we're in line. We're like them. We have to wait our turn. And how many of us? Hundreds of thousands. 5,000 just from here. Just from here. There's 3,500 of them that came from where I am. That's why I stay here. And went up there and dug in the pile. They were there within like 8 hours. They got in their cars and they drove on. They were there by 6 o'clock. How they did that, I have no idea. They must have been doing, I don't know what, 150 miles an hour, all the way up 120. But then they're driven from here to there and got there a little fast. Woof. We're lucky they got there alive, these guys. They were madness. But, all together, there's 5,600 of us just here locally, near the base. They were telling me in the hospital, I was like, damn. He's like, yeah. He said, most of you guys had family here. I said, yeah, we've been here 45 years. 50 years down there. My mother's family, my mom and my dad are from here. Oh, it was the bed. I heard this funny noise. I was like, that was that noise. Now I'm jumpy. It was, oh no, Godzilla's awake. Oh, I'm so cute, but I'm gonna eat you. Because he fakes you out. Look at that cute little face. No, we can't, Cujo. No Cujo. We're gonna stop this shit. And we're gonna stop it now because I want to find something you really like to eat. And then every time he stops biting me, you give him something really nice. He said you're gonna find something that makes him freak out. Find out what makes him freak out the most. Try different things and then put that away. And never give it to him again. Give it to him once, let him bug out maybe twice, and take it away. Now you gotta keep it away for a couple of weeks. He said this takes a little while. I'm like, oh Christ. He said, oh, he gets it again. But now he only gets it if he stops biting you. And then you take it away and he doesn't get it again for another 2 weeks. He said this is going to be like a couple, like 12 weeks. He said, but start now and he'll learn faster now than later. So it's easier to do it now. No, but look at the sad face. He won't have his turkey. I'm not going to have my chicken, Mommy. Not my chicken. He's so cute. And we can't get through the stores. And we need to stay away from people. Stop looking so freaking cute. I gotta cover them up. Gotta cover them up. All the ladies. Oh! I was over here. Oh! Oh! What? Oh! It's okay. How old is it? Oh my God. Oh my God. You can't have your head out the door. I need a bigger purse. But I can't zip him inside. That'll start screaming like a monkey in the store. The lady saw me with the thing. I said, hers is small. I said, where is she? And she says, oh, she's with my mother. No, I can't bring her in the store. I said, please, like that, I'll never get out of here. Forget it. Everybody's going to come over. We started laughing. She's Spanish. So I said, something. I said, get a bigger purse. She said, you should get a bigger bag and put them in, you know? So everybody doesn't come like this. She goes, be careful with the thing. I said, yeah, I know. Hers does too. So I met a couple of people who have Chihuahuas. They're very popular over here. And what did she say? I said, I can't get the bigger purse to close it. I said, he cries, but he cries like a monkey. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know, and she goes, and the chimpanzee, right? Like the monkey in the zoo. Wow, ow, ow, ow. I said, oh my God, it's so loud. She goes, how does such a loud noise come out of that thing? It's so big. I started laughing. She goes, oh no, I don't take her shopping no more. She did that to me twice in the store. And I said, oh, I'm like, thank God, better you than me. I said, I opened the car door and he was screaming. I said, I was worried people were going to look at me like, she goes, me too. So now she leaves her home. She goes, I'll start taking her with me when she stops the monkey cry. I said, that's what I call it. Don't start that monkey crying shit. Oh, we were laughing. She's a nurse. She, in the hospital down from, what the hell's over there that I go to? Oh, I'll get my x-rays over there. There's like a whole medical plaza. The, the blood lab. Uh, she's nice. Yeah. So, everybody's got them and they all do the same thing. You're crazy. We'd have known now. We should have did a little frickin' research, bro. Yeah, but you got a place to go. You're temporarily visiting. Yeah. But he's alright. I'm gonna film meal time. What you want? Whoa. He just throws himself. He is fearless. If he wants down, he's just gonna jump and just he hurls himself. He's crazy. What are you, paratrooping? Maybe he is John Wayne. He wanted to get off the thing and it was a little high, so he just takes a running start and throws himself sideways, and he came down, rolled onto the toilet, then he jumped up. It was like little Chinese acrobat, like it was like Jackie Chan going. It was like Ninja Puppy. What the hell? And somebody else said that to me about the Ninja Puppy thing. She goes, oh, you don't know, they do these backflips and you got to be careful because sometimes they get above you. You can't leave anything where they're going to jump on your head. I was like, oh, Christ. She goes, and they just come flying at you. I said, I grab him and I threw him in the pillow and he came back again. She goes, oh, I know, it's like a beanbag toss. I just grab him and throw him back and he comes back again. like a trampoline. She started laughing. She goes, they all do that. I was like, oh, Lord. So I got a lot of Chihuahua advice in the last 2 days, which was good. Yeah, we're doing it right. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, but you might like the spanking. You're weird. He's getting very weird. Hey, Dee Dee. I missed one coming in. Oh, be quiet. Be quiet. Ugh. Hold that. So, all right. Go to bed. No, don't chew the paper towels. Damn it. See? Get off. Chew your blanket. Chew. Hey. He's just chewing everything. He's chewing everything. The freaking maniac. The chew miser. He's the chew miser. No. No. You know better. Not that pillow. No. Take that. Hey, want your girlfriend back? Look, it's your girlfriend. Want that? I don't want to rile you up. Be calm. I just tried to pet him slowly. Relax, dude. Relax. Doggy Prozac. Woo. Woo. Stop. I'm not playing. I rub the belly. And I try to change it. Oh, but you can see the evil in his eye. That's it. He's dead set. He has a plan. And they are sneaky. How could he be a month old and be this freaking sneaky and actually come up with a plan to sneak around me and like master the whole thing around? He was like, and I pushed him down, and he tried it again, and then he tried to get another way. They're smart. How do they get that easy? No. Hey. No. No. You want food? No. No. Bite this. Bite this. Not my finger. That. That. Not me. Yeah, take your girlfriend. There you go. What are you doing? Little jerk. Can you see him? Pain in the nuts. The little terror himself. Wait. Good. Stare at him. Oh. You see him? See, he's a little vampire. Oh. It rolls like a little shrimp. He's always rolling off the bed. He just keeps flipping over. It just flipped off the bed. I had to put all the pillows on the floor. You're a bad man, Duke. Shouldn't see? Look, he stops. He knows his name. Duke. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. They won't be able to change his name. Yeah. You play. No. This. 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 Not me. No. There you go. There's your girlfriend. No doggy porn? I wonder if that would get ripped down. What if he starts humping the toy? Do I have to look away? That's an invasion of his privacy. Humping his chew toy. Yeah, bite your own tail. See how it feels. Bite your own foot while you're at it. Yep. You know your name. See, he's smart. Very smart. He's too freaking smart. Little doggy genius here. Yeah. You only look cute. Yeah, that's my secret weapon. That's my weapon. My cuteness is my weapon. Don't you get it? Oh, he doesn't like the camera. Oh, I gave you a kiss. Did you lick it? You didn't lick it? Okay. Great. Don't be biting the phone. That's the last time he ever licks it again. I don't need that. I'll kill him. All right. Oh, I can't read. But yeah, here we go. No. 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 I'll hold it for you. I'll hold it. It's Cujo to the rescue. Ah. Ah. Yeah. Ooh, he's growling. He's growling now. Crazy dog. He's got some nasty teeth, these things. Look at those little fangs. Oh, my voice. Oh, I got pain in the side. Get up. Yeah, they're just gonna get mad at me and bite me anyway. Give me my toy. Oh, 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 I can't get up. Oh, no, oh. I'm supposed to put him in his place. Like, hey, knock it out. No. No. All right, don't get crazy. Play with your friggin' thing. Play with the thing. Squeeze this stupid thing. Well, you like it, so go. Hey. 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 Don't start. No. Poof. See what I mean? He just throws himself over. He doesn't even look where he's fallen. He doesn't care. Watch. See? Right away. He had to come and get me. No. Hold that. No. Yeah, I gotta stop doing that with the camera. Next thing you know, he's gonna be